October 1st, about 10 after 3 on this Sunday afternoon. Looked up at the sky and said, oh my! First I can see ripples in the chemicals dumped in the sky, and clearly they are chemicals. Here's a plane dumping one right now. You can see them flying. And it's not continuous, he just turned on the nozzle there. As you can see, nothing back this way. And all kinds of evidence of other lines in the sky. And ripples, as you can see right here, if this video will capture it. Electromagnetic radiation. So there you have it. Everything you see. How unbelievable is this? Let me pan back out here. That's one heck of a lot of chemicals dumped in our sky. It's got to be ominous, sinister even. Look at that funny shadow. Here comes another plane. Now this one here at this time is not spraying. That doesn't mean he couldn't turn the nozzle on at any moment. Unbelievable. Here's another one spraying. Right in the mist. Imagine you're in a plane. Would you be flying right in the middle of the weather? I don't think so. That guy's spraying right there, right in the middle. So he's not above the white stuff, which a lot of people would think was clouds. Here's another one. That one's going north and south on top of the roof here in the center of this video. This one's going east and west. So, helter-skelter through the sky, dumping chemicals. Makes me wonder, are we gonna die? Why are they doing this? How can this possibly be good for our health? And electromagnetic radiation, right here. Tell me, how could it be good for us? We the people need to get up in arms and stop this. Rick Miracle reporting here in the mountains of North Carolina. October 1st. Almost 7:30 on this Monday. Went down to the store and noticed this funny looking sky with sky sprayed chemicals. You can see the straight lines embedded in it. Looks kind of weird. Kind of blackish. Well, there you have it. Strangeness in the sky. You think? It's hard to believe. What are they dumping up there? Rick Miracle reporting. October 2nd, Monday, 2017, about 10 minutes after 1. Rick Miracle video in the sky, noticing two things. What looks like clouds and pretty blue sky. But off this way, towards the west, obvious chemtrails, chemicals dumped in the sky. Here's a plane spraying as we watch, apparently. There he is over here spraying. And another previous sprayed line. So it looks like lots of chemicals up there in the sky. With the planes zooming by plane after plane. This plane is right in the center of this powder. So if you are flying on a plane, you know you don't fly in the center of the clouds, you fly above them. You have to go through them when you're taking off and landing. But these planes are flying right through the mist of whatever it is they're dumping. Highly unlikely and unusual. Again, if you've flown in a plane, you know that. So intentional painting of the sky with chemicals. And of course the million-dollar question is, why are they doing it? And the second one is, what are they doing? What are they dumping? Rick Miracle reporting. October 5th, Thursday, about 10 o'clock in the morning, 2017. I walked outside, and there they go, dumping chemicals in the sky. So you see a little puff like that, non-continuous. So a jet came along, turned on the nozzle, and made a little dump. Any questions? So when the dump blows in the breeze, it turns into this stuff. You can see the core straight lines. So they streak across the sky, making all those spray lines of chemicals, and then it blows in the breeze, as you can see. Definitely not clouds. And they paint the sky pasty white with chemicals, which apparently, knowing how gravity works, some of that stuff comes down here to Earth, and we breathe it in. And it gets on the ground. And apparently when they have forest fires, all these aluminum products, barium, strontium, etc. that they're dumping, is highly flammable. And it causes the forest fires, etc. to ignite and burn with ferocity. And I'm sure it gets into the waterways, the streams, the soil, all these chemicals they're dumping. So it seems to me that one can conclude it would be detrimental to mankind. And knowing that they want to depopulate the planet, there's books written, there's guidestones in the Georgia, USA, the Georgia Guidestones, where it says they want to have a world population of 500 million. So I suppose 6 billion people, if there's that many on the planet, need to die. And what better way to kill them than to fumigate them? A slow death. Just saying, when one ponders what's going on in the world, and one looks at the sky, obviously nobody's spraying that way, so it's not normal air traffic. They are spraying this way, so it's intentional, it's targeting. Common sense would tell us that this can't be good for us. They're spraying us like we're bugs. I'm not a bug. Are you a bug? Rick Miracle reporting on this Thursday morning. October 6th, about 10 minutes to 2 p.m. on this Friday afternoon. A nice, warm, sunny day in the mountains of North Carolina, except for that one huge splotch of chemicals dumped in the sky. Clearly it's not clouds if you look at it. It's not round and puffy on the edges like gaseous material. It's chemicals, powders. And elsewhere in the sky you can see hardly anything except for another splotch over here. And there, and obviously off towards the horizon, it looks like a lot of chemicals are dumped. So I've been watching a lot of videos and studying very hard, and they are declaring all kinds of climate chaos, as we all know, from hurricanes in Texas and Florida, and another one coming up from the Caribbean, hitting Costa Rica. And they're declaring also that the Earth is wobbling and we're having a pole shift caused by, apparently, some incoming brown dwarf planet that apparently comes to this area of our solar system every 3,600 years, and thousands of years ago, the story goes, is they brought some aliens with them who mined Earth for gold to save their atmosphere. They called them Anunnaki, Enki and Enlil. Their father was Anu, and they created humans to work for them and mine for them. And apparently they're coming back. So now we all know that Christianity and Islam and all the other religions of the world were huge hoaxes used to control human beings. So they would have us believe. As crazy of a story as it is, I was just watching a video today by a physicist, Planet X physicist, is the YouTube website, you can look it up. And this physicist, Claudia, seems to be very convincing, there's the sun of course, that this brown dwarf is spotted and on its way. Earth is going to be destroyed and we have to get ready. Meanwhile, they're dumping chemicals in our sky, apparently using HAARP, H-A-A-R-P, microwave transmitters and other electromagnetic technologies to control weather fronts, hurricanes, storms, enhance them, steer them. Here in the mountains of North Carolina, I've been focusing 100% of my energies, and I'm convinced it's one huge deception. Part of this new age and new world order. Apparently, the symbol for Enki of the Anunnaki is a snake, a serpent. And they're saying the religious leaders of the world have demonized, mistakenly, the serpent. That Enki is really the good guy. The snake is the good guy. What do you think? And you know, I talk to people, and so many people haven't heard a peep about any of this. But a lot of people are aware of it. And we are seeing all the insanity in the politics. Even President Donald Trump tells his military leaders the other day that this is the calm before the storm. Just wait and see. Iran and North Korea are in the target zone. I suspect we people on planet Earth are in for a rough time. Unless we wake up to this deception and we pay attention to the dumping of chemicals in our sky and apparently the controlling of weather. Just saying. What do you think? Rick Miracle reporting. lots of sky spraying today. October 6th at 3:15, walking down the sidewalk here, getting some tires for the car. And oh my, in Asheville, West Asheville, they're spraying us like we're bugs. No doubt about it. What in the world is going on? I don't feel good about all this spraying. Rick Miracle reporting. October 6th, about 3:40. Unbelievable. You can see how these spray lines are blowing from one way to the other. And they're just lining them up as they spray them out of jets. There's a fresh one. So the light one on the bottom will get thicker like the one above it. There's a short squirt parallel right there. Unbelievable amount of dumped chemicals in the sky. And you can see it's like sheets of chemicals blowing one way to the other. No mistaking it. Intentional dumping of chemicals in our sky. Rick Miracle reporting. October 6th, a 3:45. Big Indian on the hill there. And here in the mountains of North Carolina, today, clear evidence of crazy sky spraying. No mistaking it, everywhere you look. Short spray lines. And big sheets of chemicals blowing apart. What the heck are they doing and why? Rick Miracle reporting. October 6th, about 4 o'clock. And to go down here to the tire store and get some tires. Meanwhile, outside, clear evidence of crazy dumping of chemicals in the sky. And the chemicals, not gaseous clouds, is blowing in the breeze like strings, as you can see there. And over here, blowing down, and all these straight lines, and then the wider lines used to be smaller straight lines. So one really has to wonder, why the heck are they dumping all these chemicals in our sky? There is no way in the world it can be good for us. It should be alarming to everybody. Rick Miracle here in West Asheville at the tire store. October 6th, about 6:30, 2017, Rick Miracle here in the mountains of North Carolina. Noticing that the powers that be are spraying us like we're bugs. None of what you see is clouds. You'd have to be brain dead to think what you see is clouds. None of this is normal. None of it is incidental. It's intentional. Look at this. That short squirt is not continuous. And they blow apart like this in the breeze. This one's blowing this way. Tons of chemicals blowing and mixing in the sky, painting the sky pasty white. Can't be good for us. Over that way towards the horizon, the sunset, It looks like a rainbow color. Why do the powers that be, our government, allow this? Why are they doing it? What malevolent, sinister activities are going on? Over here we have a pair of obvious spray lines. See the two tracks heading towards the ridge. Non-continuous. So there you have it, no mistaking it. This should concern everybody. It's un-American to poison the people. Don't you think? Rick Miracle reporting in the mountains of North Carolina. We're being sprayed like we're bugs. Can't get the people to be patriotic and help defend this country against whoever is poisoning us. Controlling the weather, destroying the environment, bees, plants, trees, water, fish, children, dogs, cats. Can't be good for us. Rick Miracle reporting.